So where'd you learn to tattoo?
Good question. Where did I learn to tattoo?
Yeah.
I learned I started in my bedroom when I was 14, and by the time I was 17, I was lucky enough to get an apprenticeship at Fort Benning, which also is a historical tattoo town, at Superior Skin Art under Wild Bill, who apprenticed under Sailor Bill. Everybody knows about Sailor Jerry, but not many people know about Sailor Bill. Sailor Bill was one of the first, like, old school gangsters of tattooing. Like, he was a carny, so he would tattoo at carnivals, and he had that old arcade style, kind of like how we are here, where we got the games up front, you know, and like he always had the coolest like sideshow attraction stuff. He had what they call pickled punks. It was fetal twins like joined at the head in a jar. Like, he had all kinds of cool stuff like that, you know what I mean? But I have heard stories, and I had the honor of knowing him. And his wife Edie had a lot of work done by Zeke Owens from here in Jacksonville. Back in those days, Zeke had a shop down in Fort Benning as well. And you know, they always had rivalries. For some reason, in the old school tattoo business, everybody had a rivalry or arch enemy. You know, even I had one when I first started tattooing. Don't think I forgot, Grady. But you know, we all had them. And then, when I first started tattooing, I went into the shop, and Bill would walk me around and show me all the bullet holes in the tattoo shop. It was so fucking cool, man. The history that was in that shop alone was nuts. But it was Fast Freddy's before that. Fast Freddy had tattooed my dad like 25 years before I went to work for him in Columbus, Georgia. And he got his tattoo done at the Pike in California, which was kind of like, you know, like going to Venice and hanging out and then you get tattooed. Kind of like Court Street was like, you get drunk, go get tattooed. You know, like here in Jacksonville. But yeah, that's where I started tattooing, and a lot of history in that town as well. I got to work with a lot of different artists, so I got to elevate really quickly because I had to, you know, like I said, I was really young when I started tattooing, so I had to, you know, jump on it because I learned at an early age, if you don't work for what you want, you're going to be miserable in life. And I was miserable for 3 years until I got my foot in the door with tattooing. Back then, it was not like it is now. You didn't just go online, order stuff. You know, there was no internet. You know, you had to know somebody to even get in the business. Yeah. And I was lucky enough to get into the business. And then have the lineage of Sailor Bill's knowledge, to me, is a tremendous honor. So I try to pass that down, you know, as much as I can. But, you know, it kind of ties in with your question earlier about old school tattooing. Yeah. Like, those dudes, like, old school tattooers were tough as nails. You know, there's so many great ones. And, like I said, I just feel honored that I was allowed to get that knowledge from where I did get mine from. Mm-hmm. You ever thought about doing tattoos?
No.
No? You're not an artistic man?
No. What did Grady do to you?
What did Grady do?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. That's a whole nother story. Hold on. Part 3's coming.